And this is the mood today. It is what it is, okay? Feel cozy, all the things. Okay. Ooh, so it says, we're starting with Angel Oracle deck, and then we'll see what other decks we use. Probably a tarot deck and maybe some other oracles. We'll see. This says, get information, the situation will improve, and take action. And I feel like the order of this matters, and also I think it can be interchanged, but the way it came out feels important. So it's like, gather more information and the situation will improve. I see. I just did a podcast episode on this. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh. Sorry. 1 second. My brain is all over the place. It's so interesting. Even on my podcast, I had a hard time saying certain things. And so I wonder if this is how the energy is around some of these things. So the podcast, and it's called The Unintentional PORN star, and like it's spelt out, The Unintentional PORN star podcast. It's sharing my story, and then it shows growth from trauma to triumph, and then all of the stuff including spirituality and like life and growth and being here with you in this space too. So anyways, feel free to check that out if you want to. I'll put the link somewhere here. Anyways, it's interesting that it's hard for me to get it out, because I feel like this might be something that's hard to work through potentially for some of you, where you're either thinking of something, you're manifesting something and it's not showing up, or you're getting frustrated that like, I'm asking for this thing and it's not showing up. Like, why? And there's frustration. And the important thing is actually the frustration here. It's actually what's actually really going on. What are you really feeling inside? And so with the gather more information, to me, I'm seeing a lot of like consciousness and awareness within this. And like looking up to the stars, but then looking into self and connecting the two, where you're working to manifest. There might be some frustrations that are coming forward. And in frustration, what are we showing, right? We're not necessarily showing ourselves and God's spirit universe that we trust them. And it's okay, by the way, validation of being human and feeling frustration. Those are real. Let's validate that. Let's honor that. Let's nurture that. Let's be real with it. Because where we're real with it is where we can actually shift and make change, right? Then the situation will improve, where you're like, oh, this is where I'm actually at. Okay, so great. Now that I have this understanding and the knowing of what's around me and what I'm feeling in a real way, I can actually improve the situation from the place of elevation, from the place of truth, from the place of, okay, can I build trust with God, spirit, universe, and myself to release, surrender, trust as much as possible that like, this stuff that you feel is yours. And then from the space of surrender and things like that is where we take action. And it's interesting that take action. Yes, we want to take action on receiving is what this feels like. There was also something else and it sort of left my mind for a second. Let me just see if I can. Yeah, take action in receiving, but continue to take action in understanding and moving towards what you want with the amazing energy behind it. Like, this is like gorgeous energy. And now I'm not one to sit here and be like, change your thoughts to positive. I mean, yes, sure, but also like there's real shit going on. There's real emotions going on. So like, let's validate, let's work with it. Let's work with the truth. And this kind of feels like what this has here. So I'm going to pull some tarot. If this resonates with you and you're like, great, next, you can like swipe away or something. But if you want to go a little bit deeper into some specifics, I'm going to pull some cards. This was in the previous deck. Maybe I shuffled. So it's here again. So we'll see. I'm going to pull some cards and, yes. And, balance, surrender, trust, the path. Like, this is literally what we're talking about. So let me shuffle and I'll be back on if you're still going to be here. Yay. Okay. So a lot of cards came out, which is great. And so the great thing is we're moving towards fullness and abundance. there is like, it's a spiritual path. It's a path to connect with your inner truth, your spiritual being, your essence, and like what you're really being called to do, what you know you're being called to do, like your knowings here. And there might be some fears coming forward in building this, like this new foundation for yourself, or even understanding what it means to be aware and actually change things. You know, like things are changing. The stuff is getting burnt away. The old stuff is getting burnt away to create new foundation. There might be some fears around that, which is maybe, you know, why this gets pulled back into like the frustration. It's actually an old version, or possibly, or an old part of yourself that's coming forward to be like, hey, there's some like stuff I'm scared of. Hey, like we're changing really quickly. And like the old version of yourself is like, I need help. And so you can connect with the old version of yourself, or that those thoughts and feelings that are coming up, in a way of like, I got you. Like, let's talk through this. Let's feel through this. Let's sit with this and understand this. Because, oh, like, look at this, like fullness, insight. Like, yeah, I feel like you have some really deep knowings with what's going on here as well, in terms of like it's like really deep. This is like what you're being called to do. This is like purpose, passion, fullness of life. This is like who you are, the uniqueness and the insight of you. And wow, okay. And no, I'm fine for time. I'm like, the time's gonna run out. I'm fine for time. But like the uniqueness of you. And so if I'm tying it back into what we were talking about, and we'll get to these in a second, if I'm tying it back to what we were talking about at the beginning, you know, finding the source of you amongst all of the possible chaos, or emotional chaos, or like feelings of frustration, which again, super valid. Like I just made a shirt that says, cause ... being human. Like I feel like I say that lots here. So, and yes, it's available for merch. Anyways, that's not what I'm here for. I'm here for the expansion of this message. So within this here, like there's almost like a fighting of your emotional self. And I feel like this is where we're like, let's get real. Let's get very real. Gather more information for yourself. Where are you actually at? Like, do you think you're at the father of water or the mother of water, but you're actually in the son or daughter of water, which is like so okay. You know, is this where we're at? Because if we're fighting ourselves, then we're almost not really fully trusting our emotions and stepping into the emotional well-being and the capacity of our energetic exchange to, you know, to be able to receive abundance. Oh my God, cute. I love that. That's so exciting. That's so cute. And like this is vastly, like wildly you. Like this is you, and the access you have to you and the abundance of you and the world and the earth and all of these things and the energies is so beautiful. So within this whole message is like the development of the essence of getting real with yourself, and the development of getting real with yourself into awareness, into surrender, trust, into nurturing and healing, into letting go and allowing yourself to receive all of the amazingness of you and the things around you that are here to enhance and enrich your experience in this earth, in this world as you. You're awesome, FYI. If you need any support or want to do a one-on-one, let me know. With love, Reds.